I am just loading up on power, guys. Fuck it. I now got the flashback Hamilton. He is now joining the squad in the outfield, and he will also be joining the squad with hitting moonshots. Now, some people may think this guy isn't the best because he doesn't have the best hitting stats versus lefties. But, I mean, this guy isn't the flashback Adrian Gonzalez or anything, plus the fielding. I don't know if anybody has even noticed, but that flashback Cargo only has 73 fielding. And that can be a problem. Everyone was going on about how Ted Williams' fielding isn't that good. I'm pretty sure his is 73 as well. Flashback Cargo has the exact same fielding. Now, Hamilton doesn't have the speed or anything like Cargo does. But, I mean, the fielding is 84, so he's not going to make that many errors. Probably won't make any at all. But, I mean, yeah, like I said, it's not the flashback Adrian Gonzalez with, like, the 44 contact versus lefties. I mean, 66, I think it was. That is doable. You can live with that, man. And, I don't know. You can live with that. I'm definitely going to play this guy versus some lefties. And then if I can't hit shit, then I'm probably going to platoon him with God knows who. But, man, I couldn't hit lefties for my life with that flashback Cargo, and his contact versus lefties was 82 or something. So I don't know, man. It's all about personal preference and shit like that too. But man, Hamilton with the 99 contact and 99 power versus righties. How can you even turn that down? And like I said, the fielding is good too, so he's not going to make that many errors. The speed may be an issue at times, but when you got Carl Crawford in the outfield, well, in center, that's not going to be that much of an issue if he can't get to some balls in the gap, because maybe Crawford will be able to get some of those balls in the gap that Hamilton wouldn't be able to get. And like I said, I'm probably going to platoon him with, Andre Dawson or Mookie or somebody like that. I don't know. It's still up in the air, but I'm definitely going to leave him in the lineup for a little bit. And the team I got that three-headed monster in the three-headed monster in the lineup with Pujols, Ted Williams, and now the flashback Josh Hamilton, the 3, 4, and 5 spot. So how can you even pitch to those guys? I don't get it. You cannot pitch to those guys because they will make you pay. And Donaldson too is one of those guys too, man. Like, power guys everywhere you look in the lineup. Plus I got a good mix of speed with Crawford, Altuve, now Jimmy Rollins. Jimmy Rollins even has pretty decent power versus lefties when he is on the right side of the plate. So, I mean, I don't know. The good mix of power and speed is coming into play in the lineup. I had Jose Fernandez back on the mound. So, that is the most rare shit I've ever seen in my life. Fernandez takes the hill 2 games in a row. I'm trying to start another winning streak, man. I'm trying to get back to the winning ways permanently. People may have been thinking, oh, Ted Williams, he must be overrated because he didn't get a hit in your first game. He was looking to bounce back, and he bounces back in a big way in the first at-bat, drive one to the gap, and he is getting a stand-up double. So he has something to say for the naysayers out there who don't think this guy can get it done. So next up is Hamilton. He is looking to do something. He's got a man in scoring position. I'm getting anxious with the first pitch, but the very next pitch.
Now here's a ball hit in the air to straightaway right field. This ball's got plenty of carry to it, and it is out of here.
Statements are being made in the first game that Hamilton is on the squad. I was sitting on a high fastball the very first pitch. I didn't even give a shit what it was, but the next pitch I'm sending one to the moon. And I don't even know what it is, but Bly Lovin', I feel like it's a home run derby every single time this guy is on the mound. I absolutely love facing this guy because all you're going to get is either a fastball or a curveball. So you can, honest to God, just sit fastball every single time and then adjust to the curveball. So just sit fastball, and then if you just got to recognize the hanger out of his hand, then you can just do damage with it, man. This guy was just hanging breaking balls to guys you should never even think about hanging breaking balls to. But Bly Lovin', I don't even know what it is. Everybody seems to have that guy too. Like, literally everybody has that guy, and I pray that I face this guy because he is a righty, so I got a lot of guys who can do damage against righties, Crawford being one of them. And Exhibit A, all you got to do is just sit on a fastball, and Crawford sends one to the moon as well. So Moonshot Squad is back in action. Jesus, finally MLB is giving me some luck because that was the worst contact I've ever made in my life with Altuve, but that is a single up the middle. And again, with Pujols, that is terrible contact as well, but I think I was stealing right there, went back because I thought that was going to be caught. Or actually, he went to the slide step, I'm pretty sure, so I went back, but it ended up costing me. Pujols could have got the hit, so my bad, Pujols. I didn't give you the hit right there, and then Ted Williams grounds out. So Fernandez was still doing a pretty decent job in this game. I had the 3-1 lead after that guy went deep, you saw. I mean, that was just a mistaken location. That was not Fernandez at all. That was me, mistaken location. That seems to be the case. When Fernandez is on the mound, I always have those mistakes in locations. I always hang the sliders and curveballs to certain guys, and then people let me pay. I think that guy I think that was the first pitch of the at bat, and I just tried to go to the inside fastball or something. That was just a fastball right down Broadway, so he sent one deep. So you got to get off to a big lead in this game because anything can happen. So I'm still looking to do some damage.
Hamilton is set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all...
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone.
I am really starting to like how the squad is turning out. Now that I got that three-headed monster and just those mix of speed guys with power and stuff like that too, it is looking like a good lineup, and I don't even know who the fuck would want to fuck with them. So, you know there's those guys, too, who you got the good stroke with. The good swing. They got the good swing. Doesn't even matter if they got 99s across the board or 60s across the board. If they got that good swing, you like their swing, you like how they're doing shit, then you could just do damage with them. I feel like Hamilton is going to be one of those guys, so I'm probably going to leave him in against some lefties, too, just to see what he can do against the lefties. And then, yeah, like I said, if he starts to struggle against them, I'm obviously not going to just base it off of one game or something. I'm probably going to play him against a couple lefties at least. Then if he struggles big time, I'll just platoon him with somebody. But for the most part, right now as it stands, he will be remaining in the lineup. This guy is trying to make a comeback. I don't even know why the hell I dove for that ball, because that probably would have been a double play. But he's able to score a run. And it's 4-2 now, and we're now in the 6th, I'm pretty sure. I pinch hit we're now in the 5th. I am failing. We are now in the 5th, and this game loves to troll Pujols, man. I am telling you, as I fail miserably, didn't even realize I wasn't sending the guy back to first, so I didn't even get the run scored. So after that, I was like, all right, this motherfucker is going to come back in this game 100%. And yeah, I feel like this game, honest to God, does troll Pujols, because you make good contact pretty much every single time with that guy with the amazing vision and shit. I mean, the very first step out of the game with Pujols, it was a fucking ground ball to a double play, and I made absolute just perfect contact on it, and then right there again is just a line out to center field. And I don't know what it is, man. Pujols is the only guy. I feel that's the number one guy on the squad who the game loves to fuck with, man. You make good contact with Pujols, you don't even have a chance of hitting a home run. Apparently, you're just gonna get a ground ball, or you're just gonna fly out or some shit. So I don't even know what it is. And it's not even just me, because people have been saying it too. I've been reading the comments. Some people have been saying that they have been struggling too. Not struggling as in swinging and missing, but struggling as in to get base hits when they're making good contact. So I don't know what the game is doing. They're just out here trolling people, apparently. I'm putting Carter Capps in, and that may have not been a good idea, because it was a 3-0 count. I'm trying to just squeeze one in there, but this guy is swinging, and he's getting the leadoff double. So this guy's looking to make a comeback, and after I was making some costly mistakes, I thought this guy was going to come back in the game 100%. But with 2 down, I'm able to get out of it. Hamilton is making the 3rd out of this inning, so I'm getting out of this one unscathed. And I got Gary Carter leading it off. This motherfucker has been on a roll since he has been on the team. Driving one to the left side of the field, right past the shortstop. So I'm getting on base with the leadoff single. Eddie Matthews I put in for Carter Capps, because I wasn't going to let that motherfucker hit, man, obviously. So I need to put some insurance up, and Eddie Matthews does it again. This guy has been golden on the pinch hits, man. I think I pinch hit for him twice so far, and the first pinch hit, it might have been 3 actually, but I remember the first one, he had a double, and then he comes through again with a single. I don't give a shit, man. I don't give a shit. I am laying down a bunt with Crawford because I need some insurance. That is a good time to lay down a bunt. I know everyone talks about cheese bunting and shit. But that was a good time to lay down a bunt. I need some insurance, and then look what happens. I'm able to get the sac fly, so I take the 5-2 lead, able to get some more insurance. Pujols walks. So this guy is loading the bases for Ted Williams. This is the last guy you want to face with the bases loaded. He can end it with one swing of the bat.
He's going to have to punch his way out the ropes now.
High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Lofton ranging back to the track. Gone! It's a grand slam.
Ted Money Williams comes through. Hamilton looking to get his third digger on the board. Just getting under that one. Oh my Jesus! I was looking for the 3 home runs in a game with Hamilton. What a fucking debut that would have been. But Ted Williams pretty much puts this game in the bag. Actually, don't speak too soon, because anything can happen in this game. Jimmy Rollins, what a surprise. Makes good contact again, but the game does not reward him. That is just a lineup to second base. So, yet another machine on the squad. Fernando Rodney is getting Miggy. I'm pretty sure that was swinging for the first out in this inning. And then the second out of the inning is coming on another fly out to Hamilton. So now there is 2 down in the top of the 8th. And yeah, this guy needed to get something going right now. This guy could not wait any longer. He needed to get something going right now. He is flying out in foul territory to end this inning. And then, what do you know? This guy didn't want any more BS. This guy must have thought I was going to leave if he made me wait, because this guy waited the full 5 minutes. I wasn't budging. That is a W on the board. Hamilton, the guy is on a mission.